In 1985, a team of mad scientists created an STD. And by mad scientists, I mean Canadian scientists. And by STD, I mean a genetically modified bacteria programmed to outcompete the native oral microbiome that is spreadable through kissing. For the past 2 years, I have chewed a piece of xylitol gum daily. I do this ostensibly because the artificial sweetener xylitol has a special property. You see, there is a bacterium present in everyone's mouth called Streptococcus mutans. It is responsible for the vast majority of cavities in your mouth. We eat the sugar alcohol xylitol, and our bodies can't use it, so it gets excreted out through the body, mainly the lungs somehow. But bacteria in our mouth like S. mutans mistake it for sugar and can't process it, so it ends up killing the bacteria. This has been the premier way I combat dental caries. I don't know if it's working because I haven't been to the dentist in 5 years, but in theory my teeth are immune to caries. However, there's a new player on the block, and his name is also S. mutans. Basically, S. mutans causes cavities because its waste product is lactic acid. Lactic acid breaks down enamel, allowing bacteria to get deeper into the teeth. The process speeds up with greater surface area and an environment more resistant to cleaning procedures. And finally, the only solution to the periodontical problem is a root canal. The modified S. mutans solves this issue because instead of excreting lactic acid, a gene swap causes this modified strain to instead produce ethanol, aka alcohol. Now before you go off trying to get wasted on the products of your own oral microbiome, the engineers of this new bacterium unequivocally state that it's impossible to get intoxicated off their GMO STD. There is simply not enough alcohol present. There are also other genes modified so that it outcompetes the non-modified S. mutans, and in studies with a follow-up of 15 years, it was found that almost all of the individuals retained their modified S. mutans bacteria. The company currently attempting to develop this cavity inoculation method is called Lantern Bioworks. They are currently in funding and require at least $500,000 more for the business to begin. As creative as it may be for one to try to create a startup to cure cavities, I can only imagine that dental organizations that profit solely off the treatment of tooth decay are going to be fighting tooth and nail to prevent something like this from getting on the market. I not so recently touched on this malevolent aspect of the dental industry in my video about dental malocclusion and how humans are the only animals on the planet with bad teeth. Humans don't need braces and would have perfectly spaced teeth if it wasn't for the very same billion-dollar dental industry that would no doubt deliberately delay the deployment of the dental decay device developed to deal with intentional damage. But I digress. Although this revolutionary technology came out almost 40 years ago at this point, I am periodically and perhaps periodontically disappointed that nothing has ever come of this. Dental caries are one of the most expensive and universally afflicted diseases ever known to civilizations, and unlike malocclusion, human ancestors and other animals deal, perhaps to a lesser extent, with dental caries. However, $20,000 is a large price tag that not many can afford, so I've brought it upon myself as a utilitarian to develop a plan to inoculate 328 of my closest friends against the nefarious effects of cavities. In the description you will find a GoFundMe. When it hits 20,000, I will buy and undergo the treatment, then you all will fly down to Tampa, Florida, where I will orally spread the bacteria to all my loyal subscribers. With any luck, they will colonize and outcompete the native S. mutans in your mouth, and you too will have perfect teeth. Thanks for watching. Bye everybody.
You're such an idiot, it's just hard to even imagine. If you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day. If you give a man a rat, you satisfy his rat desire. If a rat plays Monopoly with another rat, and rats do that, by the way, like lobsters, the little rat will always lose. That just shows you whose side God is really on. Then the losing rat will yell at the big rat, because he's the big rat, which inevitably results in mass genocide, which is what a rabbit would do.